Angles. When you need to find out the time, you look at the clock and observe its hands. The positioning of its big and small hand indicates the time of the day. Similarly, while cutting with scissors, you need to hold the scissors in a particular way to cut things. All the above objects work at a particular angle. In this topic, you will learn about angles. Let's look at the hands of a clock, a scissors, a door, and a table. We shall replace the parts of the objects by lines. You now know what an angle looks like. Thus, two rays having the same origin form angle. Two line segments having a common end point also form angle. The common end point of two rays or line segments forming an angle is called the vertex of the angle. The two rays or lines are called the arms or sides of the angles. You can name an angle using the capital letters of English alphabets and write it as angle A, B, C, or angle C, B, A, where the vertex is the middle letter B. This symbol is used to represent an angle, and the angle is written as angle ABC, angle CBA, etc. Angles can also be represented by writing a number inside the angle close to the vertex as displayed. This is angle 1. Did you know that on screen now are two angles? Whenever an angle is drawn, two angles are formed. One of the angles formed is the interior angle, and the other one is the exterior angle. Here angle 1 is the interior angle and angle 2 is the exterior angle. When I say that angle 2 is more than 180 degrees, am I serious or joking? I shall leave the answer to this question for you to actually measure and find out for yourself. Did you know? Every time the measure of the interior angle increases, there is a corresponding decrease in the exterior angle. The size of the angle can be measured as the opening between its two arms. Here the measure is 90 degrees. The basic unit of measurement of an angle is called a degree. The unit degree is denoted by a small circle and written as 60 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, etc. Depending on the degree of measure, angles can be classified as acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle. Let's look at each of these in detail. An angle whose measure is equal to 90 degrees is called a right angle. Recognize some right angles around you. The tabletop and its legs, the edges of the door, the corner of your notebook, the lamppost and the concrete floor. An angle whose measure is between 0 and 90 degrees is called an acute angle. We generally open the door at an acute angle. The blades of a pair of scissors make an acute angle. An angle whose measure is between 90 degrees and 180 degrees is called an obtuse angle. We generally open the book at an obtuse angle when we wish to read it. When we look up, our neck makes an obtuse angle with the jaw. An angle whose measure equals 0 degrees is called a zero angle. An angle whose measure equals 180 degrees is called a straight angle. The numbers of angles formed by the sides of a square or rectangle are 4, and all the angles measure 90 degrees. All the angles of a square or rectangle are right angles. An angle whose degree measure is greater than another angle is a greater angle. Therefore, the right angle is greater than an acute angle. An obtuse angle is greater than both the right angle and an acute angle.